Welcome to Will at Work. I'm Kevin. Today we're looking at the Sovereign Coloursports. This is, I believe, a clone of the Taleng. I think it's Taleng Coloursports, or Color Game, Taleng Color Game. But they're, I think they're both made. They were both made in the UK, and they look almost identical. The interesting thing, that I think is interesting anyway, is that if you go back and you look at the video for the Taleng Coloursports or Color Game, whatever it is, I didn't realize. I thought it was just a Pong system. Because it was in PAL, we didn't try it. Because at that time, I didn't have a way to do PAL. I do now, but we've been working on these videos for almost a year. And around, back before then, I didn't have a upscale converter, and I didn't have a way to tune in PAL TV, but I do now. And we're going to go try this. But the interesting thing is that I thought it was just another fancy Pong system, but it actually takes cartridges, as does this one. Now, they're both likely to be GIMINI systems, therefore they're probably running General Instruments games, and the same games on cartridges, and not exactly clones, because these cartridges tend to be a little bit different in shape, so they don't all fit other systems. It sort of depends. We looked at like the Rotron, etc. We couldn't really get much of a picture out of that, though. So here we've got solo squash, grid ball, solo basketball, target, solo target, squash, hockey, tennis, basketball, and football. Football, that's a new one. So it has kind of a generic circuit board there. There's a cartridge. And we've got these controllers that are external. It's the standard analog design we've seen before. 360 degrees of movement. We have a fire and serve button. This has a very sort of industrial feel to it, like it's sort of printed on here and has a kind of a steel bolt around that button. These feel very sturdy, So, in there. It's got that DIN connector there, that round one. Let's take one of these out so we can test it. And then the system itself. One second. I'm going to tear the box up trying to get it out of the box. Sometimes this foam stuff gets a little bit tight around the box because, I don't know, the box shrinks, or over time it gains some moisture, and the foam itself doesn't. And the actual foam is nice. It's in one nice complete piece here. It's not chewed up. And this is actually a little bit different than the Taleng Coloursports, but it's similar. And I think they did have a model, Taleng did, that resembled this one, but let me take it out of the foam here and then I'll show it to you. I'll get this one out of here. So there it is. So that might look a little familiar to you, but it's bit different in its bigger, knobbier design. Let me zoom in. There we go. And you have the instruction manual that came with it. Programmable TV games console, cartridge number 1, ball, paddle. Additional game cartridges, optionals, extras. See the back page. So, additional cartridges available from your stock list. We have Stunt Rider, Jumping, Buses, Drag Racing, Motocross. We have Road Race, exciting games of car racing skill. Tank Battle, command your own tanks in battle against the enemy. Keep in touch with your stock list or stock is for more exciting games such as Space War, Wipeout, Submarine, etc., etc. So, you know, we have a box. I don't have the game for it because they sent me the wrong game in this box, but this is a PC 505 box, right? And this is Battle Naval or Bataille Naval or whatever. And there's not much to it, but you know, PC 505, that tended to be like another GIMINI type system. We looked at this PC 501 cartridge before, where you could actually do a little adjustment here with the video, and there we've got the circuit board. It looks like our circuit board here is a little bit wider, but that's not to say that it's not the same type of games. But yeah, you know, it doesn't. They're very. I'm sure they're based on the same thing. This cartridge likely contains the processor on the card or on the cartridge, and this unit itself is a dumb unit in the sense of it doesn't have a processor in it. Cartridge goes on the side, just like the Rotron, although it's not as big as the Rotron. And then we have a bit of a selector here, which game you want to play. Giant on-off button, reset, you know, Pro-Am buttons. It's a nice unit, actually. I mean, you know, it's big and legible, and speakers right there. It's very clean. Good. It looks like we've got a light gun port here, although it doesn't come with. Oh no, that's actually the controller port. Controller port. This is power, and it also takes batteries. Let's see what we got here. So it looks like that's 3 D-cell batteries, so 6 Ds. Okay, now let's put in at least one of these. '70s action coming at you here with the Sovereign Coloursports. So that's on. We don't hear anything. Let's try hitting the serve button. Nothing. All right. Well, all we can do now is we'll wire it into the video. Oh, there it is. It's the batteries. Good. So it sounds like it's going to work. So let me wire it up to the TV with its. We'll get some PAL output here, and we'll see if it works. Here we go. Okay, so we're looking at the Sovereign Coloursports. As you can see, it's not in color, and that's just because it can't get a good signal out of this right now. It's kind of on channel 22. It says the channel is normally supposed to be on 36, but as you can see, the picture is very stable on channel 22, and this is a PAL-I tuner, so it's the right tuner. It's just not on the same channel. But control, left control, seems to be fine. Don't have the other controller hooked up. Let me hook it up real quick. Just plug it in. It works as well. I don't imagine it's suddenly going to tune in color, but let's make sure it's functioning properly. There's left player. And I don't know if this is like single player or what, because right player. Can you make a basket? Can he do it? I'm going to say no. There we go. Kaboom. So it's totally playable. Some of these games just don't even turn on. Not quite sure why. Game 5. Actually, just on the cartridge, it just has a line through it. There's nothing on Game 5. Game 6 is target. Just move this around and hit the button. Take turns, I guess. That's football. Which, of course, football is soccer, because it's the UK. Duh. Sterling shit. There you go. Sovereign Coloursports, everybody. Yay! Well, it works. It's functional. It's a keeper. I'll put everything back away and probably never take it out again. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.